Hey, so we had such a blast talking about women's in history in March. And so, for those that don't know, April is Autism Awareness Month. And so, we wanted to kick it off with one of our students. I'm going to let him introduce himself, and we're just going to take this slow. We're going to go easy. But we were talking, and he was giving me quite a few things that he just wanted to talk about. So I'm going to let him introduce himself, tell you his year, and maybe tell you about his high school experience.
Okay, thank you. My name is Terrell White. I am a former senior at. Okay,
That's fine.
why did I just cut? Okay, anyways, I am a former senior at Michelle Clark's High School, and as as an, as intentionally, yeah, my high school experience, like starting from like ignoring freshman year due to remote all physical, it's been like a good experience thus far. I had no like major challenges that was like much severity, and I am just safely say that I had a good experience. It wasn't like
Yeah.
anything major.
And so I could say that you are a little nervous. So just take a deep breath with me, and let's just blow it out. Yeah. So let's talk about autism because when we were talking earlier about it, we were talking about like Autism Awareness Month, and I asked you, do you mind that people know that you're autistic? And you, what was your answer?
My answer was no. I don't
Okay.
mind. I don't mind the whole, even the whole world will know that I have autism. I will not
Hmm.
mind it at all.
And tell me more about why.
The reason to that is like it's kind of hard for me to explain,
Hmm.
but it's like in the simplest way I could put it is that it once upon a time it used to be like a personal thing to me
Hmm.
until other people like my mom, my pops, and other friends around me, even people at this school that I know of, that said you can't keep using autism as a way to, shut you down
Hmm.
or down yourself. And I'm like, I'm ignoring autism. That doesn't affect me no more. But it's a part of me.
Yeah.
So it's like people gon' think this and think that, but I don't mind it. I want to hear it.
But you know what? Even people that don't have autism, people think and all those things too. So I'm so proud to hear you say that. One of the things that um, by being Autistic Awareness Month, Autism Month, I just remember having conversations with you, and you just gave me such hope, like for young kids that parents are just finding out their child is autistic. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, when parent okay, let's start off like this, that each individual kid is different.
Mm-hmm.
Like some kids may be diagnosed with autism, but later in life it's like it's different. But the way most parents, like strict parents, are,
Mm-hmm.
like there are odds that strict parents are gonna have a much harder time with figuring out if something wrong with their child
Mm-hmm.
because how their mom raised.
Right.
Yeah. But when it comes down to the ones that's struggling, that's putting in work, not outside of strict people. I'm not saying y'all not, but like outside of the people that's struggling
Mm-hmm.
out here, I feel like it's like they know something is wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but deep down it's not anything wrong. It's just beyond your understanding.
So it's like a denial.
Yes.
So, thank you. That's powerful. So, what would you say? Because we talked to a principal today too, about a student that she has that is labeled with the label of autism, and she was just talking to us about advice, like what should she do and things. And you want to talk about some of the advice?
Yes. I was on the phone with this young lady. Now
Mm-hmm.
see, She has the beautifulest smile and the best vibe ever, but I can see through. I can
Mm-hmm.
see her struggles. I can see her like even I don't know. I pay attention to
Yeah,
detail. I'm sorry, but
that's okay.
even in the tone of her voice,
Mm-hmm.
she's trying. It's like she's trying to be happy
Yeah.
when you shouldn't try. You should be happy all around.
Mm-hmm.
But when she brung to me about the girl being upset, or nah, she didn't say upset. She said mad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay. So I like once again, forgive me. I am a detailed person, but like comparing to my experience,
Mm-hmm.
when there's a kid that's you can't really tell if a kid's mad because like when it comes to autistic kids, it's like it looks like they're mad.
Mm-hmm.
You going by energy, but what if she just sad, but in an irritated way? What if
Mm-hmm.
she is just like upset?
Or
Like,
like her routine is thrown off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or she probably got mood swings that she can't control
Control.
herself, and it
Right.
probably overwhelms her to a certain
Mm-hmm.
point. Or yeah.
So how would you say to like help somebody like that?
To help someone like that, I would say like my opinion alone, I
Mm-hmm.
would say that she would need. I mean, yes, obviously she's gonna need support, but
Right.
she need more parenting
Mm-hmm.
in my eyes because there's like autism like there's nothing more comforting
Mm-hmm.
than your father or your mama just guiding you in the right step, but don't go too fast.
Yeah. So when you say that the comforting part, I think sometimes as school staff, we could be just as comforting, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Have you felt that here or
yeah, most definitely.
okay?
Miss Phillips,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Bryant, Mr. Charles, nearly every teacher I know is heartwarming,
Mm-hmm.
except one though.
Okay, don't we want to talk about that one? Because everybody can't be perfect. But let's talk about this though. What makes them feel so heartwarming for you, or
Like,
make them you so accepting to them?
okay, like accepting is a good word. I'm glad you used it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be the smallest things that say to me, like,
Uh huh.
"Good job, Terrell," or Miss Phillips when she see me like dozing off a little
Uh
bit in
huh.
class, or I could just be staring at a screen thinking she just instant reads me.
Mm-hmm.
But the confident part is her encouraging me.
Yes.
Like it may be a bit harsh or what
Mm-hmm.
she says. Like she'll be like, Terrell, what you doing?
Yeah.
Get get back to work. I'm like, oh, okay.
But I think because you know where her heart is with that. Yeah.
Yes. Come and Miss Bryant,
Uh huh.
she's she's like a mother figure to me.
Yeah.
It's like when she tell you to do work, she's always smiling.
Mm-hmm.
When she have her stress days,
Yeah.
she still remains happy.
Okay.
Just and for what's her name? What's her name? I said Miss Bryant, Miss Phillips, and who else?
And you said Mr. Charles.
Mr. Charles. I say he's heartwarming because he proved me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of a gamble between Miss Austin and him. But
Mm-hmm.
he is the calmest person I've ever met in the school.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen this man tick off. The only time I seen him get anywhere close of getting upset is if people like us black
Uh
kids
huh.
aren't prioritizing
Yeah.
in
Because he wants so much for you.
yes.
I mean, that's really, really nice. I'm telling you, like, you'll bring tears to the eyes. But let me ask you this. Like, how do you feel like that because I think that you're like the greatest. I really do. But I tell you that all the time, right? I just think that you're the greatest. Like, how do you like, I'm amazed when I see you. And I'm always like in awe of like how far you've come.
Okay. How far have I come? I mean, that could be interpreted in multiple ways
Mm-hmm.
because okay, not the because part. Exit
Right.
that out. There's three different paths that I went through, and all three of them underphased a mindset.
Mm-hmm.
During elementary school, there was only one mindset, And my teachers, like, there was only two teachers that figured me out, but
Mm-hmm.
said that was not normal because normally a teen would think like that,
Right.
like a high schooler. But in elementary, I wanted to be an independent student. I wanted to be heavily dependent on myself.
Mm-hmm. Now, were you inside of just a cluster program or something, or you?
Uh,
How? Tell me how was it in elementary school?
Elementary school, it's like I was a hothead. Like
Okay.
I was all over the place for no reason at all. And for some odd reason, I just found myself doing doing good things by accident.
Mm-hmm.
But the troubling things I do on purpose. But elementary school, I was a bad kid until
Mm-hmm.
like later on, like sixth, fifth grade is when progression began.
Okay.
And the second path started in eighth and the seventh through eighth. I had a mindset of what am I gonna do now?
Mm-hmm.
I came this far. I'm over here thinking, why didn't I fail just now? I
Yeah.
had bad grades in third grade, fourth grade.
Uh huh.
Why am I? I'm looking up. God, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me, what are you doing? And like, I have charisma, but I can just
You do.
picture a whole frame of God just looking at me, not even answering me. I'm like, what are you doing? Just sitting there as I'm like, question. And that one mindset I had, there was only one word that I can only go with, and it's
Mm-hmm.
beyond. That's the
Okay.
only thing that came
Yeah.
across my head. Beyond. Like beyond being an independent person. That would mean that, and my mom, this is what my mom was trying to teach me since birth.
Just
That
how to be independent.
not just that. She said that was gonna be an ultimate downfall, but she saw, never mind, you're doing good by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, look, I get it from you. I get it from you. I am heavenly inherited from you.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, nah. Like she like sometimes she would admit it, but she
Yeah.
won't. But my third mindset was
Now is that high
when I
school?
yep, when
Okay.
I first met you, when I
Oh
first saw
Lord,
your
please don't do that.
ass. When I first saw your ass. Once I see the hair, I'm like, this gotta be a wise man.
Oh,
He
and because
just
it's so great too.
but it wasn't just your physical appearance.
Uh-huh.
Cause it was just your there was an aura around you that I couldn't identify, but it was just so pure.
Thank you.
I couldn't tell if it was a bad pure
Mm-hmm.
or good pure. It was just pure. Like
Mm-hmm.
if there's a color that I would identify that is pure white.
Okay.
Light. That's it. All I saw was light.
Mm-hmm.
And there was only one mindset that came in mind. I want shine beyond. That's the third mindset. Shine beyond. Now, it may not sound like much
Oh, it
meaning,
sounds like a lot.
but my opinion is to get out of here, see my future, see what's beyond that future. That's what I mean by shine. It climbs.
Mm-hmm.
And it never ends until I'm in that gravestone. That's my mindset currently, right now.
Yeah.
Like, I think about multiple futures, is the
Mm-hmm.
way I would summarize my experience through school.
So like you're amazing. I really say that all the time, which is why I start calling you nephew. Like you just are amazing to me with just your insight, your thoughts, the relationships you've developed here, not just with staff but with students as well. I think that has been like beyond measure, right? And now till you talk about the beyond and shine beyond that you just took another part of my heart with that. Yeah, man. So let's kind of end with the autism piece. Like, why were you okay doing this with me? Like, I don't want anybody to think that I was like, you got to do a podcast with me. Because I know you were nervous at first, and I was like, we should just talk. So,
Right. Okay. Why did I agree upon this?
uh-huh.
Because, let's be real, I am not the only autistic being on this planet.
No,
I'm
all
not.
of us. I think everybody is somewhere on that spectrum.
Yep. And I guarantee you, right now, this instant, there are kids, even seniors, that are autistic They
Uh-huh.
just don't know it and never got diagnosed.
Right.
Never. There are
Mm-hmm.
I ticket you this. There's about a court like between 170 to 185 students in here that's autistic, and I bet you like 50 to 78% of them don't even know they have it.
And would you say that they're part of that journey like you went through, and maybe they're in a different space of that journey like you?
Yep. I
Okay.
feel like autistic people, they are in one dimension altogether,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like this is the dimension. Every autistic person creates it's almost like a sun.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how it shines? That's their path.
Yeah.
And for each and every single one of them. There is not one autistic person I know that went through the same path as me. And
Mm-hmm.
I sure don't want them to.
Yeah. So let's if I put you in a classroom, um, with some other students, let's say like in second, third, fourth grade that are autistic, what are some things that you would say to them?
You know, actually, I never put that into thought. But if I were to say anything to them, I would say, "Shine bright. You is
Mm-hmm.
strong. You is strong, young one.
Yeah.
You are strong." And I would like, even though they're young, but
Mm-hmm.
kids they learn fast
Yeah.
and they pick up on things just like my little bro do. I learned that. I would teach. I won't teach them. You can't teach a baby
Mm-hmm.
that don't even have their frontal what's the name
Uh-huh.
produced. But I would teach them the balance of yin and yang
Okay.
because that plays a huge role in my life as well.
And it also sounds like you saying that you would encourage them no matter what.
No matter what, even if one is negative, too shy. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like for example, well, not for example, but for those that think that negativity is gonna somewhat affect me in some way, shape, or form, in the world that we in right now, if there's not a positive and a negative, there's no balance at all.
Right.
You can't live a complete life positive. That is completely impossible. That's why when kids lower my age make insults to me, I'll exclude my little bro because I take him personally.
Mm-hmm.
But any other kids that's probably his age, I will probably change the negative into a positive.
But
And
you learned that, right? Because a lot of adults haven't even learned that yet.
I'm shocked.
So Terrell, I'm so glad that you just kicked off like Autism Awareness Month with me. Um, and I want to invite anybody who listens to this to even comment because they can comment in the chat and all that. But I just think you're like awesome. I can't wait to see your next chapter. Like I think you're awesome. But I've said that off the air, so I don't want people to think I'm just saying it because you're on the air. So yes, we're in the school. The bell just rang, but I do want to say thank you so much for being here.
It's always a pleasure. Always.
Thank you. All right, so this is us signing off after our first kickoff with Autism Awareness with the great Terrell White, the great, magnificent Terrell White. Hey, you have to keep up with us too. So after you graduate, I want to hear what's going on with you, like the next
Outside.
year, the next year, the next year after that.
I'm gonna keep y'all posted. I ain't
Okay.
gonna forget.
Why'd you go up to that? I hugged it to say that. All right, thank you guys so much. You want to say bye?
Do I have to?
You don't have to because you can see him again later.
Right. Y'all gonna see me again. Why I gotta say goodbye?
Thank you guys so much.